What is going on, everyone? Stellar Sun back with another Dokkan battle video. Today we are looking at the details for Dokkan Fest LR Super Saiyan Broly that turns into full power Broly, and Super Saiyan Gogeta that turns into Blue Gogeta. They are here and they are disgustingly good. These are the anniversary units on JP right now that are coming out probably tomorrow, the 29th. I think it's one day away, and we'll see these two bad boys coming in, absolutely dominating the game. They are sick. They are disgusting. And we're going to take a look at the details in just 1 second. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on this channel if you do like this kind of content, and you'll see more of that in the future. I'll be covering some of the stuff from the JP anniversary. Definitely when the global anniversary comes around, I'll be making more videos on the actual content. But I'll do like videos on the details of the units, on the celebration, but I won't be able to do like many of the events because my account isn't that crazy, and I'm mainly a global player. So especially when global comes around to the 9th anniversary, you'll see a lot of the content on this channel for sure. Probably going over the content that we see right here, the details for the Broly and Gogeta. Obviously, Broly is a Dokkan Fest and Gogeta is a Carnival LR, and we do have what their banners look like, which we will take a look at. After I do the details, we'll take a look at their banners. And the banners look pretty good, and it gives us an idea of what we can see for part 2 on the banners as well. So let's dive right in. So obviously, let's take a look at Broly first, and we'll end with Gogeta. There's a lot of debate on who's number 1. I think a lot of people may have Broly as number 1, but I can see Gogeta definitely being number 1 in the game. But this is what we see here. This is the LR art for Super Saiyan Broly with the domain effect that transforms into full power Broly, and he looks absolutely disgusting. They showed the animations. They look absolutely beautiful, straight from the movie. Dokkan really killed it with these anniversary units. And obviously, like, Dokkan this year has been a little weird, hit and miss with some of the Dokkan Fest, especially the ones that aren't like the mainstay celebration units. But these guys look, and I'm sure they're gonna feel like number 1, number 2 in the game, and undisputed and very, very, very good. All right, so let's take a look at the details from the homie Goresh. Obviously, Goresh always translating these things, especially when they're live on like the reveals streams. But then they put the details out. Actually, they send a tweet out on the JP account, and then Goresh does the translation. So we have those thanks to him, and let's get started. The Super Saiyan Broly, explosion of fighting spirit. Leader skill, new category, super bosses. Can I put this actually here? Oh, I can't put this here. Okay, I like that better. Let's do that. Leader skill, super bosses or transformation boost or full power. So he has a 3 category leader skill. They really had to, I feel like they should have done this sooner with triple leader skills. And that's something we might see more going forward, but I think triple leader skills is the way to go. At least for categories and units that don't have the best of categories. And we've looked at this, we've seen the super bosses category. It doesn't look like anything crazy, but transformation boost is really good. Full power is okay. But together, I think this should be, it should have some good combos. But the one thing that's a little comical is he leads super bosses, but isn't on, and it has movie bosses as 30% with exploding rage, but has no big bad bosses. Like, I get because Dragon Ball Super Broly is like the nicer Broly. But I mean, he can have big bad bosses. Like, I don't care. Take Berserker out. That link is, just my language. That link is shit. Honestly, get Berserker out of there. Anyway, so that's it. The super bosses, transformation boost, full power, are key 3 170, and exploding rage, and movie bosses are the 30%. 12 key stacks attack and raises defense for 1 turn, colossal damage. The massive blaster on his 18 key greatly stacks attack, and then greatly raises defense for 4 turns. Now, it would be cool to see that on his 12 key too. But I mean, it should be like, we'll see. It's not going to be hard to get the 18 key. Passive activates entrance animation. So he's got entrance animation once only. Gain 5 key and 100% attack and defense, and performs an additional super attack for 4 turns from first appearance. So this guy is going to be, you'll see, he's going to be supering left and right, stacking attack, and he's going to be hitting really damn hard. Attack and defense 150 at the start of turn. Guaranteed guard against all attacks. Now, guaranteed guard on its own, at least now, doesn't feel like you need that, and all of a sudden you have the unit that's amazing, that they're going to be defensive gods. But I think what this guy is going to be, from what I've seen, it feels like he's going to be like better cooler, because he's going to have the guard at least to cover his ass a little bit. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I only looked at the details once, and like that was a few hours ago. Let's keep looking, and maybe I'm missing something here. Gain key +1 in addition when collecting key spheres, so he's going to get extra key. That's the Ultimate Gohan effect, the extra 1 key. Gain an additional 50% attack, sorry, not 150. Gain an additional 50% attack when performing a super attack, and gain an additional defense plus 50% when performing ultra super attack. So he's getting the greatly raised defense right here, so 50% here, 30% on his 12 key, 50% from his passive effect on his ultra super attack. So that's a lot of multiplicative buffs right there. And he gets, let's see, an additional 2 key and perform an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. He's going to guarantee super an extra 2 key in slot 1 or 2. He gets an additional 6 key and performs an additional super attack and get a high chance to perform another super attack as the third attack in a turn. So this guy seems like he wants to be mainly running slot 2, which is fine. Good units can be running slot 2. Units like the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta unit definitely cannot be in slot 1 until they at least super 3 or 4 times, and even then, slot 1 is mainly not their job. They're definitely like a slot 2 hold down, unless they can get away with being in slot 1. Maybe there's no super attack in slot 1, or there's no attacks until after they can super. And this guy seems like he's a slot 2 unit until maybe he gets his defenses, 4-turn defense here a couple times. He just have the guard. He has 50% here, 50% on super, 12% or 30% on defense here, super. So he's getting a lot of defense when he supers, and he's doing a lot of supers, right? He's doing his normal super. He gets the additional super for 4 turns from his entrance animation. He gets an additional super attack as a first attack, or first second attacker. And then he gets, that's 3, and then he gets the hidden potential, which is 4. So he can do 4 supers in his base form before he transforms. Now this is where I think these units are, the only thing I find annoying, and that's because the Worldwide Download Celebration had the same gimmick with units transforming. He can transform after 5 or more turns have elapsed from first appearance, which means if you get him on turn 3, he can transform on turn 8, which is very annoying. I wish it was just 5 turns from start of battle, but that's what we gotta live with, and that's what they did, so can't do anything about it now. That is kind of annoying. I mean, I really hate this, like, start of turn, or not start turn. It's like start of first appearance, like, nonsense. I mean, just make it start of turn, and I'll be happy for it, I guess. But transform it to Super Saiyan full power, and after you transform, you can activate the domain, different dimension space for 4 turns. Extreme class allies key +4. Voice Gwa. Domain effect. So his domain effect, I guess you can use it right when you transform. Extreme class allies and enemies attack and defense +10%. And if those allies or enemies are also in the exploding rage or movie bosses categories, they gain an additional 10% attack and defense. So allies maybe are gaining 20% attack and defense support. That's nuts. And superclass allies and enemies take an additional 10% damage. You're probably running mostly extreme class allies with him. The only problem with him, Broly, he works well with Saiyans, and most of the Saiyans are super class. You know, he has Prodigies, so that's Vegeta and Frieza, Super Saiyan, only Saiyans, Berserker, only other Brolys usually, and some other odd units that don't really matter too much. Talking Speed can be anybody, Prepare for Battle can be anybody, but mostly, like, you know, a lot of Saiyans have Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. So he has like a few Saiyan links, but he doesn't have the traditional like extreme class links. You know, like he doesn't have like Big Bad Bosses. He doesn't have Thirst for Conquest. He doesn't have Metamorphosis. He doesn't have a lot of these big like bad. He doesn't have these like boss evil people links that you see a lot of, like, you know, Janemba units have, or Cooler units have, or Frieza units, or, you know, any boss besides Broly, really. So that's the only like issue with Broly with his links. So maybe you do run him a lot with superclass units, but then they also get kind of screwed from the domain. So that's where Broly might be a little weird. Not trying to nitpick too hard, but obviously we want to like analyze unit as much as possible and see where you would probably run them mostly. So he does transform into Super Saiyan full power Broly. 12th key, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, so that's a 30% raise. It causes colossal damage to all enemies, so that's, I mean, I never gonna, unless an event has like 5 people turn 8, you'll probably never even have to use your AoE for any reason. But we'll see, maybe the new content comes with AoEs and stuff, who knows. As 18 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to all allies. Not allies, oh my god. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage. So that's pretty good. He's getting 50% attack and defense raised there. His passive, key 6 and 300% attack and defense at the start of turn. That is going to be disgusting. Guards activate against all attacks, so he's guaranteed guard with a 300% attack and defense. So he's probably going to have high defense, high damage, and guard. So that's not bad. Gets an additional 1 key when collecting key spheres. He reduces damage received by 26% until attacking while the dimension, while his domain effect is active. Kind of wish that it was like just all the time, but he's going to do a lot of supers again, so the extra damage reduction plus his guard plus his base high defense at start of turn, maybe like 400 or 500k, maybe even more, honestly, maybe like 600k. Maybe enough to tank most attacks and hopefully most supers, unless the content gets really ridiculous, which by the looks of it, I feel like the difficulty in the content might get even harder. So yeah, he gets the damage reduction until he supers with his domain effect active. He gains an additional attack 50% when attacking. Gains an additional defense 50% when receiving an attack. So this time he just has to get hit instead of doing the attack, doing the ultra super attack to get the 50% defense. He performs an additional super attack and gains a 26% chance to perform a crit. Yeah, super attack. So he's getting an additional super attack, and he gets crit. And he gets another additional super attack and get an additional chance to perform a crit. And perform an ultra super attack. So he's doing 2 guaranteed super attacks. That's 3. And he performs an additional super attack when he is 24. So he can do 5 super attacks. His normal super attack, 1 from doing just an additional super attack and his normal passive, just gets it. Gets another super attack when he does an 18 key. And then he gets another super attack when he has 24 key. And then you can get the hit potential. So this guy can do 4 or 5 super attacks with a 52% chance to crit. That is disgusting. He is absolutely nuts, especially when he transforms. Even before he transforms, he's using 4 supers and 5 supers. Any chances to crit. His guaranteed guard. He has triple leader skill. He's got domain effects that can buff his allies if they're all extreme class. Broly looks really good. Hard to say what I'd rank him. I would probably say he's better than Gohan. Is he better than Piccolo? That's like the real question. Is he better than Tech Piccolo? Piccolo guards. Piccolo gets attack and defense. He has this giant thing. I feel like he is better than. I feel like he's like a bit better than Piccolo. But obviously, you know, we won't really know for sure until we see them in game. But he feels better than Piccolo. Piccolo's very good, so we'll see. You guys can have your own opinions. But I think he's probably better than Piccolo, and I don't know if it's actually close. Got the guard. He's gonna super 4 times. Gonna transform. Super 5 times. Damage reduction. Crit. He's gonna be just absolutely nuking every single boss that he sees. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah. So Broly's very, very good. Let's take a look at Gogeta. No, Gogeta. I mean, we didn't look at their stats. Let's take a look at Broly's stats. Should be like right here. So Broly, he's AGL, which means he gets the additional. His HP is kind of low. His attack is very high. He's getting like what, over 5,000 to attack. So he's in like 21,000 something attack. His defense is like 14, 15k. This guy's attack he's gonna be hitting really damn hard. Oh, not Broly. I want to look at spoilers. I want to look at Gogeta. Gogeta. Let's see. His HP is very high. He's physical. His attack's okay. Attack's good. Like 18, 19,000. His defense is also very high. This guy's gonna have a high amount of HP. We can see the Super Saiyan Gogeta right here, and then the blue Gogeta right here. Very, very cool. Gogeta has a little bit less in terms of his text, but let's take a look and see what we think about Gogeta. So he is a Movie Heroes 200%, another Movie Hero lead, but I think we actually needed this. I'll pull up on the side the movie heroes category. I think they've definitely need like a new leader, and because they haven't gotten one in quite a while. Let's take a look at movie heroes right here. Actually, on JP, they did just get a movie hero lead. They got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, I mean, you're gonna want to run this guy, I think, over Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's for sure. But now we're getting a lot of movie hero leads, right? Like these guys have aged for the most part. The gods can still be run, but they're aging. Not like so hard. You say they're aging, but like you can still run them. This guy is very, very good, and obviously Gogeta needs to dodge, and then Game of One's still solid, but a lot of these units are aging, especially with the likes of Fusion Zamasu within the game. That bastard. Let's take a look at Gogeta. Movie heroes, category 3, 200% attack and defense. He does the meteor attack on his 12 key, where he gets 50% attack and defense, also damage. As 18 key, he does the Stardust Fall, where he stacks defense. A lot of LRs do this. There's a full power Frieza and also a physical Bootangs. They stack defense on 18 key. But then he raises attack for 1 turn and does mega colossal damage. So very, very cool. Gogeta's passive, the Radiating Light. Key 2, so he gets free key, which is very nice. And 154% attack and defense at the start of turn. He has attacks effective against all types, so don't build crit! Don't build crit! Don't let me see you build crit, Gogeta! Gain additional attack, 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack, so he gets 154. He gets 100% on super, plus 30% super here and 50% super here. He gets guard activated against all types. So he's guaranteed guard for 3 turns from first appearance. So that's where you like the first appearance, as he has guard not just from start of turn, but obviously it's just very good. You get the 3-turn guard. Gets 1 key in additional when collecting key spheres. He gets 2 key when collecting rainbow key spheres, so that's very good. He is a rainbow orb changer. Change a random type of key to rainbow key spheres, so that's very, very good. He gets an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack and perform an additional super attack when collecting 1 or more rainbow key spheres. Now, that's weird that they would say 1 or more key spheres, because I don't think he gets like great chance for 1 rainbow, another great chance for another rainbow. I'm pretty sure it's just if you collect 1 key sphere at least, like 1 rainbow key sphere, then you get this great chance of a super and additional super. I don't think way back here. Yeah, I think you only get the 1 time, only for 1 rainbow key. It doesn't matter if you get 2 or 3, but you're still gonna get the great chance and then the guaranteed super, which is still very good. Because that means Gogeta is going to, on his 18 key, stack defense, greatly raise attack, then he gets the great chance of a super, so you can get 2 supers, then you get the additional super attack that's guaranteed as well, with the same 1 rainbow key passive, and then he does his hidden potential, so he can super 4 times, turn 1, super effective against all types, has guard, so that's very, very good. I like that. His defense might be a little rough in the beginning, it's possible. But I mean, he does have guard. He doesn't have any dodge in his base form. You'd like to see like dodge a little bit here, but we'll look at after he transforms and we'll see that his transform kit is very, very good. So obviously he's able to transform. He use after 4 or more turns have elapsed from first appearance once only. First appearance again. His first appearance BS. That's like not crazy, but at least it's only 4 turns rather than like 5 or 6 turns. So at the latest you can get him, you get the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, the latest on turn 7. At the earliest you'll get him on turn 4. So hopefully you get him slot 1 because then you get him quicker. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Attack 12 key, the God Meteor Strike. I love the God Meteor Strike, it's so damn cool. I loved it when it was on the LR from year 5. It's my favorite move in the whole, like pretty much the whole show. The God Meteor Strike is so cool. So it's gonna be nice to see the God Meteor Strike back again. Greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage. 18 key, massively raised attack for 4 turns and cause mega colossal damage. This guy is massively raising his attack for 4 dang turns. That is crazy. He's gonna be hitting really hard. Here's where his kit is disgusting. When he transforms, he recovers 54% HP at the start of character's attacking turn of 4 turns from first appearance. So he comes out turn 4. Let's say you're low, he heals. Next turn, he heals. And he does it for 4 turns? That's disgusting. That's like almost that's half your health bar. He has 3 ki, 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. He's still attacks effective against all types. He gets an additional 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack. You get 100% multiplicative buff here, plus 100% on his 18 ki. He's going to be hitting really hard. He gains 2 ki, in addition when collecting ki spheres. So that's up from 1 ki, and you get the 2 ki from the rainbow. Now he gets 2 ki just from collecting any ki spheres. He's still rainbow orb changing. He performs an additional super attack and perform another additional super attack, collecting 1 or more ki spheres. So he gets a guaranteed super attack, and then I think how I'm reading this right. He gets a super attack guaranteed, and then he gets another super attack when collecting 1 or more rainbow ki spheres. So you're getting at least 3 super attacks right there. He has a great chance to evade enemies' attacks and chance to perform a crit plus 20% per attack evaded, which means, I guess, it doesn't say within the turn, so I guess anytime he dodges, he's just building up 20% crit, is what I'm seeing. After 5 attacks, he guaranteed crits. Disgusting. And lastly, he great chance to nullify ki-based super attacks and counter with tremendous power. Obviously, a lot of bosses still do ki-based super attacks, so that's always very good. Kind of like a cherry on top. This guy is 4 super attacks, 70% chance to dodge. He's going to be hitting really hard. It's hard to say if he's better than Broly. Broly might be a bit better, only because Broly has damage reduction guard. And he does 5 super attacks, and he's always raising his defense like that. And he's going to be hitting really hard, too, because he's stacking attack. Both these guys are very good. I mean, Gogeta is definitely like top 5 in the game. You're not going to go wrong with summoning either of these guys. They are so good. I mean, obviously, okay, the last thing you didn't look at is Gogeta's links do change from Golden Warrior to Warrior God. It's probably better because Golden Warrior is absolutely terrible. So yeah, that is Gogeta and Broly. You know, thank you, Gresh, for the translations. These guys are just absolutely disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, let's take a look at the banners. Now, obviously, Broly is a Dokkan Fest unit, and Gogeta is a Carnival unit. Yeah, let's take a look at Broly's banner first. You have Worldwide Down Celebration in Zamasu. You have 8th year anniversary LRs and the Boo Duo. You have the 7th anniversary LR and the Gods. And then you have a Golden Frieza banner unit. You know, I don't think we have details on how he is yet. I'll pull up JP Dokkan in the background just to see if they have figured that out. But I don't think they've released his details yet. And then we have the Carnival banner for Gogeta. You have In Gohan. You have Super Saiyan Trunks from Future Saga. You have Metal Cooler. And you have these guys. Broly, Shield, and Limo. Why are you on there? Huh? Why are you on the banner, huh? Are you trying to tell us something? Broly, Shield, and Limo? Huh? Trying to tell us something? They're easying the celebration. If they're on there, they're easying. I can almost guarantee. I feel like that's almost a guarantee that they're going to easy the celebration. Broly, Shield, and Limo. Obviously, we know that they're not crazy unless they get their 7 orbs, but they get their 7 orbs every turn. You can run them anywhere. Because guaranteed dodge is king. It's fantastic. I love dodge. I know some people don't like dodge, but I'm a dodge stan. We are dodge stans in this YouTube channel. I'm just kidding. You can be whoever you want. You can do whatever you want. Play however you want. Yeah, we like dodge. Broly is obviously look at the banners. I just blanked. I'm so sorry. So I think what we're trying to do here is we're trying to predict what we can see in part 2 by looking at these banners. We have the Dokkan Fist banner here, right? So like, let's look at Broly. You have Boo Duo. Okay, so obviously the next banner in part 2, that's Dokkan Fest, will have the GT Duo probably. You'll have the Vegito HDL Vegito unit, which is they're still very good. The GT unit, the Super Saiyan 4s, and then another side banner unit, plus the next part 2 Dokkan Fest. You're gonna have like 3 disgustingly good units on that banner. The GT Duo was like a top 3 unit in the game until these 2 came out. Fused Master was like a top 10 unit. Broly is gonna be like a top 1 unit, and then you're gonna have the part 2 unit, which is gonna be like a top, like hopefully top 5 unit. And looking at the Carnival banner, Super Saiyan Trunks, you exchange him for Super Saiyan Gohan, who's top 3 unit in the game. You have HL Carnival Goku, who's a top 10, top 15 unit in the game. You have Tech Carnival Goku, who's like a top 30, top 4 unit in the game, but he's still useful. And then you're gonna have, I guess, another EZA or something here, maybe another unit. Not sure if it's just another EZA, but yeah. So as we can see, that these banners are very good. Part 2 banners are going to be also maybe even better. Like, I think the Part 2 anniversary or Part 2 banner might be even better than this banner. You have the GT unit, you have the Vegeta unit, and you're going to have the Part 2 Dokkan Fest. Beast Gohan? Beast Gohan, please? We'll see. Beast Gohan and Cell Max, or Beast Gohan and Gamma 1, Gamma 2. That's my pick, and I think that's probably what's going to be Part 2, but obviously we won't know until a few weeks from now, and we'll see. But let me know what you guys think of Gogeta and Broly. They are real hitters, real anniversary hype. This is maybe the hypest anniversary ever. You can argue the 7th anniversary may be more hype, and then maybe the 5th anniversary has more hype, as fusions do sell. But this is up there as one of the hypest celebrations in Dokkan history, and it's really tracking to be one of the best celebrations. We'll see with the celebration details when they come out and all that, and I guess some of them have come out and they get fully released into the game. We'll see what's there, and this is looking really, really good. And these banners and the next Part 2 banners are also looking very good. Okay, let me know what you guys think of these 2 units. Let me know what you guys think of the banners. And once again, Ssgss here, always trying to give you the content for Dokkan Battle. As always, like, subscribe, comments if you can, and it does really help the channel, and I do really appreciate it very much. So thank you guys again for watching. Ssgss, I'm out. See ya in the next video.